Welcome to ADHD or Life, a couple's perspective. Join us, Adam and Donna, as we navigate the ups and downs of living with ADHD in a relationship. With no holds barred discussions and real life stories, we explore the journey of questioning ADHD and ask, is it ADHD or just life? Welcome to Is It ADHD or Life, a couple's perspective, where we try to unravel what it's like to live with ADHD in a relationship. And this week we're asking the question, is it ADHD or is it just Christmas? Before we get started.
Oh
yeah, Christmas special. That was a nice surprise for you.
Have you had that?
I just hid it though so you couldn't see. Welcome, how are you?
I'm good.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Christmas taking its toll already?
Up and down this morning.
Oh, you're telling me.
I'm in a good mood because I've got a very husky voice and I quite like it.
The word you used this morning was sexy voice.
And I might listen to this one back. I quite like it. I'm in a bad mood because I wanted to wear my Christmas shirt, but I used all of my 17 Christmas shirts this weekend. So I can't. But Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Okay, let's talk about our previous weeks then. How have you been? I know you love this, ADHD ups. How's all those? Ups.
I think it's been all right. It's not as good as the week before. I've not done as much planning and stuff. But
yeah.
It's been busy, hasn't it? And it's Christmas.
I think life is kind of just like, is this distracting you?
No.
I think life is just kind of like taking over a little bit, hasn't it? And probably the strategies that you might have put in place before have kind of took a bit of a backseat.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We've had one major incident.
Oh. What? Remind me.
Lost garage key.
Oh, well, that was a good one.
Oh, so this was like you were going out to do 6 parties in one day, something crazy like that. And you'd been to the garage for... God. Yeah. And then you came back and you were like, right, I'll go and get ready now. I've got 10 minutes to spare. I can do it in 10 minutes.
Is that my voice? Is that
I don't know.
you're
You're even Scottish. I'm Scottish. But you're like, I've got 10 minutes. I can do it now. And then you're searching for the garage key. Can't find it anywhere. Mm-mm. And what had happened to the garage key?
It was in Asda garage. Because I went to get petrol between garage strips.
So you had to go back to the garage, but then that made you stressed because you literally had 10 minutes to get ready, get to the garage, get the key, come back, sort your car out, and then leave for work.
I don't think I've been as stressed this week since the last time.
No?
No.
No, we're joking.
I think even at night time for work and in all the parties this weekend, I've
this weekend you've been very good. Yeah.
Good.
I do think you got a little bit moody stress there on the garage key incident, but not to the extent.
I don't really remember.
I think everything's a blur, isn't it?
Yeah.
And not to the extent where it put us in a bad mood or anything like that. But I was very worried about what to say to you and what to do around you in case I tipped you over the edge. And that's my life now. Because my weeks, from my perspective, you're right. I think I felt more overwhelmed these past 2 weeks than you have.
Mm-hmm. I think you've been panicking about it.
Yeah.
Possibly even more than me.
Yeah, definitely. And I think that's because I know which direction it potentially could go in, and I don't want it to go in that direction, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. So I think I felt very overwhelmed and been very panicky and very, very conscious about around you. Not in a bad way.
I get you.
But wanting to make life easy for you. But sometimes that can stress me out because
I think I've noticed that. I think you've been trying to plan stuff, but getting stressed out about the planning and thinking what we're going to do when really there's not. I was a bit chilled out. This must be new tablets.
We'll come on to them, ashwagandha. And then you've got like a really, really busy week coming up as well, haven't you? So
now we're in school parties every day and nurseries and which is brilliant. I love this time of the year for that. It's good, but it's hard. It's hard work.
Have you got anything in place for this week, or have you got any kind of strategies, or are you just going to go with it and see what happens?
I'm mainly going to go with the custard and biscuit routine. So you just work all day. Yesterday was a bad one. I failed yesterday.
Oh, you didn't eat at all, did you?
That was bad. I had a bowl of Cocoa Pops in the morning and then went out, and by the time I'd done my second party, I was like, I've not ate, and it was 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And then by
No, go on, sorry.
No,
No, go on.
I was just, by the time I got to the third party, I was really feeling it and ate a selection box.
But and I offered to bring you food. So I was
Yeah,
in the same town shopping, but where you were doing your party.
Warrington, you can see it.
I was in Warrington. And I was walking past and I was like, do you want me to bring you anything? And do you know what? I think I angered myself that I wasn't adamant to drop you something off. And I know that's stupid because I'm not your mum.
No, not my real mum.
Yeah, as much as you enforce it on me. But I feel like I just want to take care of you and I feel like you should eat, and then I think I should have forced it.
But let's face it, I should have had stuff in place, and we should have. So, but it's done, and we get through it, and it's all good.
Yeah, definitely. So this week we're talking everything Christmas, which I absolutely love Christmas.
Nice headband.
Thank you. Love dressing up for Christmas. And looking at how does somebody with ADHD, for example, Adam, or potentially ADHD, must say that, how do you cope with Christmas and stuff? Let's kick off with a bit of an overview, if that's okay. Okay, so...
while you're looking for that, I should state that I've done 0 today. I'm coming in blind.
Right, okay.
So you're in charge. Nothing. I took a screenshot.
What's new?
I took a screenshot this morning, so I'll go for that later.
Okay. So the holidays can be overwhelming for people with ADHD due to the excitement, changing routine, and many tasks to do. Okay. I've just got some else here, sorry. Just trying to find everything. Talk to me about that, about the routine, about the change in stuff.
So round about Christmas time, it's mainly just life gets busier, work gets busier, and you're trying to squeeze everything in, and that's probably the biggest change, I think. Okay.
What is it then about specifically, Chris? Like, what is it about this period that kind of what kind of symptoms?
More, please.
Can you see? What kind of effect do you think it has on some of your symptoms? What symptoms do you think come up and rear its ugly head more? Are there any that don't? Do they come up and like, or is it just a collective with everything?
So yes, they do.
Okay.
Lots of them do.
Right. I've got a little list.
Okay. I don't know how much you want. Do you want to just go bang?
Go.
Straight
Yeah. Bang.
Right. So it's overwhelming. The overwhelm is unreal with the whole build up, the buying presents, trying to get everything sorted, worrying, and it overstimulated because there's a lot going on every day. There's a lot going on.
And for somebody who gets particularly busy working as well, and everyone's those who work in at Christmas, everyone's busy out there because the shops are wild and parking's wild, and and you obviously get much busier over Christmas, and I suppose that plays a big factor in it as well.
It does. I'm very lucky because I love what I do, and to an extent, it's not hard work. I enjoy every party that I do. It's brilliant, but I'm dancing for 2 hours. It's a 2-hour dance, and if you're doing that 3 times a day, it's 35,000 steps.
6,000 balloons.
Yeah, 6,000 balloons. My hands, my weary hands. No, I know how I've got it very easy compared to other people that work proper jobs, but it can be hard.
Yeah. So I've got some factors.
Go on.
And I thought we could break these down and talk about them. So, social overload. So the holiday season can be full of social events, which can lead to social burnout. People with ADHD may be overstimulated by large groups, noise, and long conversations. So this year, we've kind of lacked the social kind of side. I mean, normally we'd go to the adult panto in Liverpool and we'd do the markets and stuff like that. But I think because you've been so busy, it's kind of like it's slacked a little bit, hasn't it?
I think because I've been busy, but also we've got a baby.
Oh, of course. No, yeah. We've also got babysitters.
Yeah.
But what does that normally in normal circumstances? Obviously, the social side of things is much bigger at Christmas. So, how does that affect you?
I try my best to avoid it.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because I know that, especially since we met, I've enjoyed going out and going out with friends, and I enjoy it. I don't like thinking about it, so I don't look forward to it or anything. I think, I've got to go and do that. When I'm doing it, it's brilliant.
Whereas like me, I'd be like, oh my God, we're going out on Friday with our friends and we can't wait. And yeah.
I know you've got a night out next week and you've been looking forward to it for
I
weeks.
can't wait.
You've got the new outfit and everything. I don't get that. But that's also because of the not drinking thing as well, which is a massive part of Christmas. So, yeah.
Talk to me about, because we've had this discussion before. So our Christmas Day is a bit unconventional compared to most. So we don't have a Christmas dinner.
No.
We have a Christmas buffet later on. Okay. And it's generally just me, you and the kids. We've been to visit people in the mornings, for example. You say that suits you perfect because you're not a big fan of sitting around the table with so years ago, I would sit around the table with about 15, 20 members of family and have Christmas dinner. And that's like your idea of hell.
Yeah.
To put it bluntly. Why is that? Like, because that obviously is another social activity. So what is it that you kind of don't like about that?
It's a social awkwardness, isn't it?
Yeah.
I just don't like that kind of thing. And
is that ADHD or is that just you?
This is, I don't know. I think it's definitely part from what other people that I spoke to and stuff that I've read. I think it's definitely a big part of it is the social awkwardness.
Okay.
And that is me too. You know that.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You've got to really know me before I'll even talk properly. But other than that, it's just small talk round the table. And no, it just...
But what about that feeling of like togetherness and family and stuff? Does that not? Does that not do it for you?
No, absolutely not. What
Okay.
I feel bad. We've discussed this recently.
Yeah,
I feel
yeah.
bad because I have, in the past few years, got it this way with Christmas, where it is, as you say, with the buffet later on, get the kids, and it's lovely. I love it. It's
I love
perfect
it
for
as
me,
well.
absolutely.
Yeah.
But recently, obviously, the past couple of years, we've went to your mum's for breakfast, for example. And that's been lovely. That has been absolutely lovely, sitting around the table and like what you talk about, the family together, and it's Christmas, and that kind of makes me want to maybe do something for Christmas dinner or whatever. But then I think we had that in the morning. That was lovely.
And do you know what, it's like as well in the morning, there's a time limit on it, isn't there? Because then we've got to get back and sort the house out to make sure that Santa's been.
Yeah.
And do you know what I mean? And like we get the kids back and then it's kind of like we relax in our own home, which is amazing because the kids then get to...
Oh, that because it's about the kids, isn't it?
Of course it is. Yeah.
It is about family as well. It's difficult. Obviously, my family are in Scotland and in England, but it's for me. It's about the kids and seeing their faces when they come in, and then not having to get dressed up. But I used to love it. I used to love getting dressed up.
But is that when you were drinking?
When I was drinking,
Yeah.
I used to love shirt and tie on Christmas Day. 2 bottles of Jack Daniels, yes. But obviously it's changed, and I just love it now that they can come in, open up all the presents, and then just relax, have that nice food all about, and just enjoy it and enjoy the night, and then Christmas movie on at night and stuff. And
absolutely. What about the do you feel like you get overstimulated?
yes, throughout the whole
period.
The whole period. I think it's very overstimulating, very stressful, because I know I've already said what we're on. What date is it? The 16th of December.
Yeah.
And 4 days ago I says to you, can we start in June next year?
Yeah.
And every year I say it and do this to us every year. And as it's the 16th of December, we, after recording, are going out Christmas shopping.
We have started.
So we've left it till 9 days before Christmas. 9 days before Christmas, and every year I do that, right? And every year I say I want to change it, but I don't think I do. I don't want to change it.
I quite like it. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I couldn't have presents in like from August and sit in the cupboard. No, they would be out.
Because you know what it is for me? Obviously, we have kids, and I don't want to finish Christmas shopping and send stuff off to Santa that he's going to bring, and then for these kids to turn around and say, "I want this, that, and this," and
that's true.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Oh, they've added stuff to it, and then you've got to either get it or you tell Santa, and it's just a bit like, ooh. So
that takes us into. We can go back to that. I need to get it off my chest. The present side of Christmas.
So that's my next thing, actually.
This is
expectations. So can I just read this out?
Yes.
People with ADHD may set high expectations for themselves and others, which can lead to feelings of pressure and overwhelm. I think this is a massive one for you. Massive, massive, massive.
This can make or break Christmas. And this, more than anything, is what I think about for like probably a month or two beforehand.
Yeah.
It's that I'll worry about, I'll be excited about, there's so much goes on about that. Do you know that whole, it's not about, it's a given, not the reason. No, I love giving presents, but I was having a conversation last week. I think it's more important. It's lovely to give presents, lovely to receive presents. Better to win Christmas, isn't it?
That's your goal, to win Christmas.
To win Christmas, you've got to win Christmas. So I worry so much about what I'm going to get other people.
Yeah.
Say you, the kids, family members, whatever. I worry about that. And I also worry about maybe stuff that I'll get, because I hate that opening presents in front of people. I hate the pressure of thinking everybody's watching. And this goes back to like being young or whatever, what people watching you. I'm like, oh, that's lovely. No, oh, I don't like it.
Like last year when you got tickets to see Daniel O'Donnell and you were like, thank you. But yeah, you'd spent all year singing him around the house, thought it was a great present.
I love Daniel O'Donnell. It turned out what a concert.
Oh, yeah,
what a
yeah,
guy he
yeah.
was. Daniel O'Donnell is Christmas. Oh, cut that.
Absolutely not. Keeping that in. But yeah, I know that you struggle with. So, for example, the kids have a couch each. Poor Theo. Poor baby doesn't get a couch, but the kids have a couch each. You worry that the presents that are planned for them is not going to be enough to fill that couch, or do you know what I mean? Like, you want them to walk in and get the wow factor.
Yeah. All about the wow factor. So I've always been something, it's always, I like it when Santa brings tat. But,
yeah.
But if the tat's in a massive box and it was only a £5.
Yeah.
So I'm all about the look of it, the thought, because I remember how I felt growing up. I remember how excited I was when Santa came in the morning, and the wow, and I still think about that.
You walked through that door and it was like a massive, I was an only child, so I always, not like, but I always have a massive pile, and I was like, wow, and I think you are very set on that. You are big on that first initial.
That's what it's about. That, for me, I think is more important than the opening of the presents.
Yeah, I think you sit there and intently stare at the faces.
Yeah, I like to, obviously with the reading people and with the kids, that's dead easy. You're thinking about the watch, aren't you? I can see it in your face. So Santa brought my daughter a watch that I'd been asked specifically to get her, and
it was not the watch that she wanted.
It was not, and her face dropped, and then my face dropped, and then it was awful.
I felt sick to the stomach. But do you think, with your ADHD, do you think you struggle then watching? Do you think that takes some of the joy out of it when you watch them open their presents, and because you're staring intently and trying to watch their face, engage their reaction, and sometimes you don't get it right, as in like your judgment, because you do that in day-to-day life where you're always setting like, what was that look for, or what's open. Do you think that kind of takes some of the enjoyment out of Christmas a little bit?
Yeah, definitely. It's the worry. That worry's not. I cannot tell you the relief of Christmas night or Boxing night or the beginning of January.
Yeah.
So as much as I love the whole thing, it's that is the presents are, take presents away from Christmas. No. Let's do Christmas without presents. Honestly, it's that fills me with dread, but also excites me. It's weird to that.
Because obviously you feel joy giving them, giving people stuff, but
it's the overthinking.
It's the worry. You
overthink everything. You overthink every gift, or you've not bought enough for somebody, or you've not spent enough, or you've not put enough effort in it. And it was difficult meeting you actually because many reasons.
Thank you. I'm going to find the compliment in there somewhere.
Because you're so thoughtful.
Oh, thank you. That took a turn.
Nice. You put so much thought into gifts, and
not
only for me, for everybody. And it's lovely. It's absolutely, and it blows my mind every time you do it, and you come up with such lovely ideas. And as I say, whether for me or other people, and I love that, absolutely love that. But then there's the pressure. I've got to be that thoughtful. I'm not that thoughtful. I'm practical.
You've not done too bad with these past years.
No,
like
because I've got to try hard on them, because I want to win Christmas.
I leave hints. I don't know if you know, but like I leave little breadcrumb hints every.
I think maybe you used to leave little breadcrumb hints, and now you tell me, here's a picture of that bag I want.
I don't particularly want. I know that you want to. So, for example, I've asked for a bag this year,
right.
and there's a specific. I'm very specific about this bag that I want, and to help you, I've took some pictures of bags. But I know that you would rather go out and pick one for me that I've not seen, rather than me go and buy the bag and say wrap that up for Christmas for me.
Yes. So, can we talk about that, right? Because that brings up something in me.
Okay.
How would you feel if you says to me, this is what I want, this is the bag I want, this is something else you want, I don't know. What do you want for Christmas?
Oh, I don't know. Bag.
But if you says to me, this is exactly what I want, this is the house coat that I want, because you call it a house coat, not a dressing gown, and this is a pair of shoes that I want. These are the three things I want. What if that's what you got for Christmas?
Oh, if I got them three and a little surprise, I'd be all right with that.
See, there it is.
So, but I know that you would like to go out and like choose a bag that you've picked.
I would hate you to tell me, this is what I want, this is a bag I want for Christmas.
Yeah, I would never do that.
And then I buy you that bag.
No.
And you open it.
So I know that you would hate that, so I would never do that to you.
So what about you? Would you do that? Would that, like, it's upsetting me, the thought.
The thought of me picking my own...
You saying what you want, I go and get it.
Oh, right, okay. No, I've give you perimeters of what I want in a bag, for example, and now it's up to you.
Right, but I mean, if...
Oh, sorry, if you said to me...
Let's see, how would you feel if I... how would you feel? No, how would you feel if you says to me, here's this bag that I want, this colour, and then I give you that bag?
Oh, it'd be lovely because I like that one, obviously.
But
it's boring.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want that. But in the same breath, if you said to me, these are the trainers that I want, I would get you them trainers, but I would get you a surprise on the side.
Good deal.
Yeah. Because I know how fussy you are, like,
that is,
with stuff.
That is spot on. That actually, I'm impressed. That was good thinking.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, so the next one is sensory overload. I'm not sure. I don't think I understand you in sensory a little bit. I'm not sure how you deal with it. So let's talk about it. So people with ADHD may be hypersensitive to sensory information, which can lead to overstimulation and a fight or flight response. I don't really know what you're like with sensory. Like, so for example, if we go to a big crowd, I don't see you kind of getting oversensory. Is that a thing?
No. Yeah, no, it's definitely not.
I quite liked it though. Your daughter's going to be like, what is she chatting?
What do you do for a living again? I don't think I get oversensory. Can that be the title? But I know I've been struggling with the hearing thing and the listening thing, and I think at first I thought I was just deaf. But
then you had the ear suit.
But I think that's got a lot to do with it. So if there's something going on here, I can't hear what you're saying.
All right, okay, yeah, so it's that kind of sensory.
Yeah.
Rather than being in big crowd sensory, light sensory, that kind of thing.
No, that doesn't it. I don't think, like, remember when we took my son out to a pub, we walked in the pub and there was the big loud noises and stuff going on, and he lost it and he was upset in Warrington. with a family, sports bar, shuffleboard.
Sorry, yes,
right?
yes.
So I don't get like that, like loud noises and stuff. Maybe because of what I do for work, I'm constantly being
it's very loud
in,
anyway. Yeah,
in loud environments, so I don't get overstimulated that way. But in a group of people and everybody's talking, then my head just goes, so.
I think you want to be involved in every single conversation in case you miss something, and I think it's fear of missing out.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure it is ADHD. I think it's you.
Is it ADHD or FOMO? I think maybe both.
Yeah. And lastly is routine changes. So a change in routine combined with being somewhere new and the excitement of Christmas can be overwhelming. Again, I'm not sure that you fit into the routine changes.
No.
I don't think you have particularly a set routine that you're very relaxed on routine, I think.
Yeah, probably too relaxed.
Yeah. So I'm not sure that you would come into like you would suffer that. I think it's more the social overload and the expectations. I think that's where your ADHD rears its
definitely
head.
Presents, take away presents,
and then you're doing so that's fixed Christmas.
Presents and interaction with others. If you take that away, then Christmas is lovely.
Yeah, Christmas is the best. I wrote some symptoms down actually that I thought kind of ADHD symptoms that kind of fed into maybe the Christmas period and stuff. So, go on.
No, symptom heavy, this one.
Oh, sorry.
No, I'm only kidding, go on.
Organisational skills.
Right.
I feel like that comes into it because for how busy you are. So, for example, you had to do 16 million pasta parcels this weekend, right? And in fact, I think it was last weekend actually. I did some pasta parcels for you, and you turned to me and said, "Have you only done 2?" And I said, "Your face drop," and I was like, "Yeah," because I thought that's all you needed. Oh yeah, just it's fine. And I did another one for you when you're in the shower, but like, if you're a lot more organised, things like that maybe.
No.
No. I
don't think that's fair.
Go ahead.
It was this weekend. You done an extra one Sunday morning. Thank you for that.
It wasn't yesterday.
It was this weekend. There was 2 because it was selection boxes.
No. But last weekend though, you and I kept saying I'll do another one. You're like, no, it's okay. And then I came downstairs while in the shower and did it.
Right. Okay.
No, it was when you weren't there. You weren't watching me do it. Okay. Yeah. But I think your face dropped when I said I'd only done 2.
I think you're wrong.
Okay.
And everything because
in life.
Because I wrote it down in my book.
Oh, it must be gospel.
No, my book was in the car, so I wrote it in my separate book.
Okay.
That on Thursday, I was going to spend a full day preparing for the weekend.
Yeah. Because I went out.
Yeah, you went out. So on Thursday, I was going to spend the whole day preparing for the weekend because I knew it was so busy. So I was going to make all the past parcels. I was going to speak to all the parties, tell them when I would arrive and stuff. Excuse me. And that was all planned for Thursday. So you're wrong.
And then you didn't buy any pasta parcels because you bought them on Friday. So I think you started organising it and then it went.
So it's like the Christmas thing. I couldn't do it on a Thursday because it's got to be done on a Friday. It's got to be done the day before. So it's a deadline.
But I also think that because you're on your own in the house, it was too easy to then be like, nah.
Yeah, that's a different conversation. Which paralysis is real. But it was a day thing. I couldn't physically do stuff because there was no need. I've got tomorrow. Same as there's no need to Christmas shop on the 16th of December. I'm not working the 23rd.
You've already said that was my night.
I've got a full day off.
Yeah. Okay. Forgetfulness. I think when you're so busy, things tend to go out the water and stuff like that. And you can be very forgetful. So I think that's another symptom that kind of like gets brought up and stuff. Do you agree?
Yes.
Do you think you've been forgetful over this period?
Yes. Garage keys. Again, it's the leaving and coming back in. Although I think I've been better, but it's the constant thinking about what you forgot and what and then maybe remembering little things.
So it's almost like the time management thing, isn't it? Like, okay, dealing with stress.
Calm.
Oh yeah.
Stress free.
Well, your lines being your ashwagandha and taking risks, which I quite liked that one. And I think sometimes that comes under almost like the present buying, maybe taking risks in, right, I have enough. Like, I'm not so much buying presents, but right, you're thinking, okay, I've got enough now. I'm going to take a risk that that's enough for the kids. Does that make sense? I know.
Oh no, that was so. No, risk taking. Yes, risk taking. That no. I would risk take in everything will still be available on the 23rd of December. I would risk take that the shops won't be absolutely heaving at that time, and I would just go in because it would just be me and all the other men.
Just be a sea of men.
Oh, see the card shops on Christmas Eve, they're brilliant. It was just guys right round looking for last minute cards.
I'm sorry, it's just because you said card shops on Christmas Eve and...
I'm saying, no, it's Asda. The card
Okay,
now on Asda is full of men.
Oh, yeah, but obviously you don't go down there to buy your cards.
No, I got mine in August.
Off thoughtful.
Yeah. So risk taking like that, yes. Risk taking with time management, yes. Okay. So look at the weekend. The weekend was risky.
Was heavy.
It was very risky. The time between stuff was risky. That's exciting. The risk of anybody being disappointing Christmas Day. Are you having a laugh? No. Absolutely not. That's a no-go. No.
Try it.
No. No, I would rather go way over the top than no.
Than not enough.
Yeah.
As a kid at Christmas, what was Christmas like as a kid? And do you think there was anything ADHD like back then? Like, because obviously you're an adult now, so you feel more pressure. Well, sometimes. So you feel the pressure more. But do you think there was anything when you were a child?
ADHD wise, no, I don't think so. I don't. No. Christmas was amazing. It was, as I say, it was lovely. We were always very spoiled, and the couch full of presents, and it was always a great time, and it was good.
That's good.
But it's just gave me something to live up to.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So that's what I want for the kids.
Yeah. Have you got anything that you want to say about Christmas time and stuff? Like, you didn't do any research, but
I've got my screenshot.
Okay,
so,
go on.
I have, let's see, this is one that I tried to mention, you told me to save it.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
So it's weird that I don't think it's actually come up, the wording of it's not come up in the podcast yet, but it's the symptom RSD.
Never heard of it.
No. You says that as if you have.
No.
Why are you lying?
What? Well, oh my God.
I was reading your face. So it's rejection sensitive dysphoria.
Right, okay. So does this come under the present thing?
Yes.
Right,
yes,
okay.
It's a condition that causes people to experience intense emotional pain when they feel rejected, criticised or fail.
You defo suffer with RSD.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah. I got him horrified.
So the points here are excessive fear, worry and rumination about rejection. So that is if we take it to presents, that is a presents for...
Yeah.
So the worry takes over the joy of getting presents, if you like, because you're so worried about what to get other people and how to make other people happy. It's people pleasing as well, isn't it?
And you're a big people pleaser.
Big people pleaser.
But it's funny because I'm a big people pleaser.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But we're very different in it.
Levels.
Yeah, true that. Yeah. I think as well, I know when I've achieved it.
Yes.
Whereas I don't think you know ever when to stop.
No.
Does that make sense? Sorry, carry on with your RSD, sorry.
No, it's I should have read the screenshot. Feeling attacked or persecuted.
Oh.
Not so much Christmas, but yeah.
Yeah.
It's emotional emotional outburst that emotional outbursts that may seem out of context. No, not me.
You are walking RSD. Oh my God.
I don't think I've got ADHD. I think I've just got RSD.
Yeah.
Feel, feelings of shame, embarrassment, and self-consciousness.
My God, why have I not heard of this before? What is it? Is this a symptom or is it like a branch off ADHD? Like, what is it? Like,
It's just a symptom. It's a big symptom.
oh, it's the biggest for you. Oh my
Big
gosh.
symptom, which obviously we can talk about and how it factors into the rest of our lives in a different time.
Absolutely. That is an episode.
But for Christmas, that is, I think, it's massive because of the worry about people pleasing, the worry about people being happy, emotional outbursts. Do you know what? That's interesting because Christmas can be an emotional time as well.
Of course.
Go on.
We've we've both lost people, and like I found myself. I know we're not talking about me, but I found myself getting much more emotional, more towards Christmas recently, because of losing that person.
Yeah,
and I think it comes up more for some reason.
Yeah,
I'm sure you feel the same.
Yeah, it's an emotional time, I think, for everybody, and it makes you think a lot more about everything.
Absolutely, yeah.
But the outburst wise, I'm not a crier.
No, I don't think you. I don't think your emotional outburst would be crying. I think your emotional outburst is more through. I don't want to say anger because you don't get angry, but I think it's more through. I don't know what the word is I'm looking for, but
probably stress.
Yeah, absolutely.
Rather than angry,
but your stress can turn to like moody anger, and I think that's where your emotional outbursts are.
Yeah.
I don't think it's necessarily crying.
Whereas your emotional outburst, that's crying. That's
I don't know what you mean.
What time's it? You're doing well.
I've not cried today yet.
Yeah.
So for somebody who's not got ADHD, living with somebody with ADHD, I feel like I need to research that because it's
massive. That is probably what made me, because that's what made me realise that because it's not the hyperactive thing.
Sorry about that. Why have I never heard that before? Why have you never spoke about it before?
Because I was saving it.
Right. Okay.
It's big.
Blow my go.
Flabber's been gassy.
Yes, thank you. Yes. Big.
Yeah.
And I definitely think for Christmas, that comes into play.
Yeah. And I think it doesn't matter how much people tell you, like, let's go to you specifically.
Okay.
Doesn't matter how much you say you're happy with what you got. I mean, there's still presents that I mentioned now that, you're wearing your bracelet. That I bought you 2 years ago and you hated.
I don't hate the bracelet, okay? I've just not yet put my dead nan's ashes in it, all right?
But this is stuff that sticks in my head. That's like, she hated that. Or, I know you never, kind of. No. But different stuff as well. But it works both ways because remember the first year when you got me...
got you a book. So we'd only been dating about a month, and it was like, what do you buy the man that you don't really know yet for Christmas? And I got you a book of 1,000 places to visit in the UK. I'm thinking, these would be good date ideas. And it went under the bed and gathered dust.
Oh, it did. That was one of them where you've got. I knew you were watching. Wow.
Little did I know the person you was. Prefer to stay in bed and eat biscuits.
Obviously.
To round up then, and round off. So Christmas for you is we know that it's overstimulating.
Yeah.
Go on.
I love Christmas.
Yeah.
I love it. I love the music. I love the lights. I love the emotions involved in it. I love how happy everybody is. Being in my work where you're in pubs a lot of times, people are happier.
Yeah.
December's a happier month. People are more up for it, and it's great. I just wanted to. I don't want to feel like the Grinch.
No, absolutely not.
I love it.
Oh, that was supposed to be my tagline actually. At the beginning, is it ADHD or just Christmas? And now we'll see if Adam really is the Grinch.
I'm not. I
know you're not.
I love Christmas.
I know that you love Christmas.
I've seen Santa 17 times this weekend. It's been brilliant every time. Seen him and he blocked me in twice in his sleigh yesterday. And it was fine. I can take that because it's Santa.
Fair, you got less
Christmas.
stress than I thought you did. Yeah. But I think that there's certain elements of, so for example, the pressure of pleasing people. And I think that's probably the biggest one for you.
In the stress of the leaving it to last minute, but I do that deliberately.
Yeah.
Because I enjoy it a bit.
Nah. Oh, like the rushing out the house. Oh, I made a joke about that this week, didn't I? You did not appreciate that.
Did we get in the car? We were in the car, weren't we?
Yeah.
And we went, did you enjoy that?
No, I did not. Before we move on, actually, very quickly, I actually got some tips to manage ADHD during the holidays. I thought it might help you. Set limits. Limits for yourself, and be selective about what you commit to. So it's not about present stuff, but
almost social gatherings.
Yep.
You're all right.
Prioritize your needs. Recognize that your time, money, and energy are limited. And let go of the guilt for not being able to do more. Exercise. Well, we know that you get 35,000 steps at the weekend. Eat well.
A day each day, not the whole weekend. That was each day.
Oh, sorry, right, okay. Eat well. We'll talk about that.
It's out the window. It's Christmas.
Make a routine.
It's out the window as well. It's Christmas.
Acknowledge your efforts. Acknowledge that you've been doing the best you can with the resources you have.
No, that's horrible.
Focus on the basics. Like eating well, exercising, reflecting on what you've survived. You've just survived that weekend.
Yeah.
And the last one, which you're not going to love, limit social media.
No.
I don't think any of them will help you manage your ADHD over the holidays. I think what you've got to do to help yourself is to kind of sit back, stop trying to judge people's faces and their reactions, and kind of just embrace everything.
Okay, that's what I'll do.
Thanks. Welcome to my TED Talk. Okay, so that's all about, well, you at Christmas. Yeah. Now it's time for our 5-minute moan. Okay.
I think I've changed mine to the headband. Sorry.
The headband alone. Last week's then, so last time's 5-minute moan. Can you remember what yours was?
Absolutely not.
No, I can't.
Or
either.
yours?
Mine was getting you up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. No, nothing's changed. You didn't even set your alarm, did you?
No.
And yours was the razors. Can we please confirm to everyone that the tray in the shower is not broke?
It's not broke.
Just an odd shape.
It's just an odd shape and very small.
Thank you.
To put 17 razors on.
I love being right. Okay, my 5-minute moan this week then.
No, hold up.
Oh, sorry.
Last week's.
Yeah?
You've changed the razors. Now you put bottles of shampoo this size.
Shower
on
gel.
That same shelf that's still that size and this size, and you've changed it.
Okay, so why should you be the one that gets to put your shower gel up there and I bend down for mine?
Because I'm tall and you're really close to the floor. Sorry, you upset me there.
So this week's 5-minute moan. So mine is to do with towels and a whole range of towels. And you know where this is going. So we all know, so I'm going to start with your work towels. So we all know that you have to take a towel apart. Yeah. And it's because
I sweat slightly.
You glow slightly. Yeah. Okay. So I'm okay with you taking hand towels, okay? And me and the kids even bought you some towels for Christmas one year, right? Which
That's the standard of my Christmas presents.
But now you're taking not only like bloody bath towels, but also the bath mats as a towel.
So...
And I'm not finished.
Oh.
And what annoys me is that these towels then either get left in the car, in the garage, they don't come back in, they don't get washed, and then you're taking more towels from the house. No bathroom has any hand towels left in. I mean, visitors over, have you got a towel I can dry my hands? No, because Adam took them all to wipe his brow.
Wipe his brow.
I'm not finished.
Oh.
The other thing I want to touch on is kitchen towels. And you know where this is going. So I used to have about 10 kitchen towels in the cupboard, and I like a kitchen towel. You've just done the dishes. You need to dry your hands. Oh, just on the kitchen towel. You've made a mess on the kitchen worktop. You wipe it. Oh, you dry it with a kitchen towel. Oh, no, my kitchen doesn't have any kitchen towels in anymore because Adam likes to put his tea on him. As in, like, put his hot plate on the kitchen towel and then leave it in the living room or upstairs in his bedroom. What have you got to say for yourself?
You okay?
Sorry, I just really need to get off my chest.
What towels? I just feel that as a family, we should have a better system in place to make sure work towels are dried, washed and dried for the next day at work. That'd be nice, thank you. So if you could, I think maybe you're projecting.
I think you take some responsibility is what you need to do.
I do, but I bought 2 new towels last week.
And where are they?
And with the other paper towels somewhere. I don't know.
I think sometimes the towels forget to be put on the back burner to get washed. Do you know what I mean? Like you're washing your shirts and stuff like that. And I think maybe we just need to be more conscious about.
Yeah, but the bath mat was a new level.
Oh my God. I was. It's not that it angered me, but I was just like.
In my defence.
Yeah.
In my defence, it looks like a towel. It's not. It looks like I've just picked it up thinking it's a towel, and it's only when I've went to wipe my face.
This is thick.
It was hard. It was a clean bath mat.
Yeah.
But it was just harder than your average hand towel.
But to be fair, in the kids' bathroom, the bath mat always ended up hung up as a towel, and I used to take it off and put it in front of it, and I used to think, who is doing this? Who is hanging that up as a towel?
That wasn't me. Oh.
And the tea towels?
No.
Put them back in the kitchen.
Oh,
have I just solved that?
Oh, okay. But, all right.
Thank you.
But I'm not stopping taking one.
I don't mind you taking it and using it,
Like
but please put it back.
And then you wipe your face with it.
You don't have to give me the ick.
Okay. I'll try and be better with towels.
Thank you. That's all I ask. Okay.
I've not got one this week because it was Christmas and I just wanted to thank
Shut up! Yes, you have. You told me last time you've got as long as your arm.
Mine is Christmas themed.
Okay.
Because it is all to do with the living room lights. And I can see your face because I've never mentioned this. Because it's just slowly I've left it, and just to make sure that I was 100%. You no longer turn living room lights off. You do not turn living room lights off.
Hang on.
You don't if you go out. You don't if you go to bed. You don't if you leave. You think they just there. I don't know if you know Alexa can turn them off. Excuse me, not finished. And it's Christmas themed because we've changed the Alexa plug and it's now the Christmas tree. Mm-hmm. You don't turn the Christmas tree off. That's fire risk.
Right. I hear you. So at night, you're right, I don't turn them off when I go to bed, but that's normally because I'm in the house on my own or with the kids. And
Johnny Dark.
No, but I don't like it being totally dark downstairs before you come in, the man of the house. Yeah, no, just in case the robbers walk past or whatever. I don't like that. It scares me.
They wouldn't get in because you've left the car open.
They wouldn't get in the house because you've left your shoes behind the door. Oof. We're getting divorced or we get married. So that's my thing at night.
Right.
The other night, we got in the car and literally I sat down in the car, turned the lights off. But I was about to do it on my phone.
No, you are not. No, because you don't.
No, excuse me. On my phone, I was about to do it. I got in bed last night and turned the wall light off. I just left the Christmas tree lights on because you weren't in yet.
Festive.
So I do make an effort to turn them off. Just sometimes I might forget, but at night it's because I don't want to be in complete darkness in the house.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
What? I think if we went away on holiday, you would leave them on. I just don't
Really
think you. I'm not, you just didn't know. I'm not. I would just need to be better.
I will make more of an effort, Adam, to turn the lights off.
I don't mind it at night if I'm just coming in. My only thing at night is that because everything's done by Alexa, if
Are you showing off?
It means me making more noise to try and tell because Alexa does not listen to my voice. So it means me going.
Okay, so why don't you do it on your phone?
I don't do that.
Don't know how to.
No, I know how to. Just I would never. Talk to Alexa.
Well, I'll make more of an effort if you make more of an effort with the towels.
I will try.
Deal.
And Yes, I'm not doing that.
Okay, the last section of the podcast is always our good, bad, and ugly. And this week I've got a Christmas themed one.
Excellent.
Adam knows nothing about.
Oh, good.
This is where we ask you, our viewers and our listeners, to send in your good, bad, and ugly stories, questions, all about ADHD. And you can send them to adhdorlife@gmail.com. Got for a second then. So I've been talking to somebody about about ADHD.
Because I've been away recently.
It's a friend of ours anyway, and I'm talking to them about Christmas and ADHD and stuff.
Okay.
Oh, look at your face. And we were specific.
Normally you make these up. Is it for you?
I did not make them up. Specifically about Christmas.
Okay.
And we were talking about how she tells herself that every year she's going to be done by the 25th of December. And it's funny because I was like, oh my God, that's what Adam says, like, we're going to be done. So like tree, lights, cards, I've just got some notes, sorry. Tree, lights, cards, presents done before the 25th. Last year, she said she managed to do 2 out of the 4. Okay. This year, she's not sure where she's going to reach to. Yeah. So we kind of went through stuff. So for example, Christmas lights. Okay, so half of the lights are up. So she needed to... So when she was putting these lights up, she said, I needed to find a video from last year to find out how she put the lights up. So she has lights in the front of her house.
Right, okay.
And then she thought, right, okay, I'll hang more lights this year as well. And then because she underestimated how much time she had available and stuff to do this, the lights didn't get put up. Okay. But I feel like that's something you would go through as well.
Yeah.
If you... Go on.
I'd pay a man.
There we are. Yeah.
Fun a man.
Definitely, yeah. Christmas tree. I think if I didn't do our Christmas tree, it wouldn't get done.
No, and very, very quickly I wanted to talk about that because that's the ideas you have about me. I have grand ideas about Christmas and everything, but this year was perfect because you just done it when I went to work and then I came back and switched the light on.
I knew that you loved that. Yeah. Okay. So her tree at the moment is up, but it's undecorated. And every year she thinks, well, my kids will help do it and stuff like that. But they're older now, so they kind of have less decorating interests unless she starts it off. So of course, other things came up, so she was able to think of like, oh, I've got to do the tree now. And I think other distractions came in the way. But distractions is a big thing with ADHD, isn't it? Once you start, you've got a task in hand that you want to do, but then you get distracted by other things.
And that must be horrible as well, because I know what it's like to, like, you be looking at that tree and thinking that's not decorated and I need to decorate that, but not being able to decorate it, and that's bad.
I think, and it's not so much just Christmas that either as well. That's a lot of times that I know that you've said I need to do this, but I haven't got the brain capacity to kind of get up and do it. Christmas cards, they're eagerly waiting for her to get written, but again, sidetracked. Christmas gifts. So she got given a list of like her kids, where to purchase them and stuff like that. And she's like, all right, okay, so I might try and do some research on where will I get it cheapest, that kind of thing. And then a week before Christmas, she then looks at this list and she's like, oh, I've not got, and now everything's more expensive and stuff. And then 3 days before Christmas, her husband might mention something. This was last year. Her husband mentioned something that he wanted an air fryer. So she ran with it. She visited 5 different kind of websites, created a spreadsheet ranking them. And then, before. Honestly. And then she was like, she's found one on sale, perfect. Left it again, went to the shop the day after, and then the air fryer was no longer in stock.
Oh, that's a killer.
But then it was things like, it's just, I got in the car, tried to order it online, couldn't remember the password for the app, so she can't get the discount. But yeah, she's just like, she left everything to last minute. And again, that's kind of like you, isn't it?
I can feel it.
Yeah.
Every bit of that.
And then she said that's when her Christmas meltdown kind of like starts. And she's like, I hate Christmas. But then she has the meltdown and then she vows that she'll start planning in November next year. But it never happens.
No, but it's exciting.
I'll tell you after who it was, by the way. Okay,
I'd spent a lot of time there wondering.
Yeah.
I can feel that, and I have to say something nice, But I suppose I'm very lucky because I've got you to get me through the Christmas period, and you do an awful lot, but you do the majority of even shopping and stuff, and I really appreciate that, and that's amazing. Obviously, for some other people, it must be terrible. I remember it was like a moan, and it's difficult. It can be difficult.
I'm going to say something controversial, but I think it's probably worse being a woman at Christmas with ADHD than it is being a man. If you're in a partnership, or you're in a couple, I think it's worse being a woman because you're the one the women take on the responsibility of buying and sorting and organising and decorating, and the men just do what they're told. So I think that true though.
Oh, it sounds cancelled.
But I think that it's a lot more added pressure.
Yeah, but I 100% agree. I believe that as much as it shouldn't be up for. I think that probably is the way in a lot of families. And
absolutely. Amazing. So thank you for that, our friend. Not our dear friend, just our friend. If you've got any questions or stories or anything you want to put to us, it's what's the ADHDyourlife@gmail.com. And that's it for this week.
Yep.
Very festive.
Yes.
Now we're going to go off and do our Christmas shopping, or finish our Christmas shopping, hopefully. Don't forget to follow, like, and subscribe on all our socials, ADHD Your Life Pod. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe and send any ADHD good, bad and ugly stories to ADHDyourlife@gmail.com.